So today's objective is finding slope from 2 points. If you have 2 points, remember in a point, the first number is x and the second number is y. And to find the slope with 2 points is, here's your formula, y minus y over x minus x. And so the dependent goes on top. Remember, your y values, these are your dependent, and your independent values go on bottom. And then you just subtract to find the change in. We talked about delta. The delta means change in y over change in x. So, let me show you how to do that. Okay. So number one, first thing I recommend is labeling your points x, y, x, y.
Matthew Moody, I'm going to the car.
Once you label your points x, y, x, y, then you're going to subtract the y's. So we start over here, -4 minus 3, so -4 minus 3, and then your x's, 5 minus 2. If you start with this point, then you always start with the second point. So notice I started with -4 and then 5. When you subtract, you're going to type in your calculator one at a time. -4 minus 3 is -7, and then 5 minus 2 is 3. And you always check in your calculator, so we always reduce. So always reduce, meaning type it in your calculator and see if you can reduce it or if you can simplify it. And that's it. All right, we're going to leave it as an improper fraction because remember it's slope, so it's rise over run. Number 2, we have another set of points, 0, 3, so it's x, y, and -1, -2. Then you subtract y's on top, so -2 minus 3, -1 minus 0. I just subtracted. -2 minus 3 is -5. -1 minus 0 is -1. Now in this situation we have -5 over -1. The two negatives, you can't have a negative on top and a negative on bottom. So when you type into your calculator to reduce, you'll see that those cancel. And then 5 divided by 1 is just 5. So the two negatives cancel. 5 divided by 1 is 5, so the answer is 5. So you have a positive 5 slope. Number 3, we have xy and xy. And we're going to subtract y minus y, so 2 minus 2. And then x2 minus -4. So notice it's 2 minus -4. When I subtract, 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus -4 is 6. Type that into your calculator to reduce, and it's 0. So remember a 0 slope. We've talked about 0 slopes before. And then number 4, xy, xy. Y minus y, so -1 minus 2. And then x minus x, 6 minus 6. We type this in and we get -3 over 0. Type that into your calculator, and if you try to type in -3 divided by 0, all right, you can't divide by 0. So this one is undefined. That is your answer. So remember, if your slope is negative, the line is going to be going down. If your slope is positive, the line is going to be going up from left to right. If your slope is 0, that's a horizontal line. And if your slope is undefined, that's a vertical line. And so I've given you 4 examples to show you how to find the slope from 2 points. We're going to practice more in class.